I am extremely excited that the Seattle Mariners have gone with Logan Gilbert as their opening day starter. Luis Castillo was the opening day starter the last 2 years, and I definitely think he earned it the last 2 years. And I believe that he could have been our opening day starter this year as well. However, I think Logan earned it over his performance last year. Over his career, he's 41 and 30 with a 3.60 ERA through 121 starts with 704 innings pitched, 711 strikeouts, and a whip of 106.3, which is just some of the best walks and hits per innings pitched I've ever seen for a guy who has only 11 games over 500. Essentially, yeah, 11 games more. Well, yeah, 11 games more. Um, in spring training, his opponent's quality is 8.1. Okay, strikeout. He has a 6.75 ERA in 4 games, but only 9 innings. Gave up 8 hits, 7 runs, 3 homers, 6 walks, struck out 12. Those are just not great, not numbers that I care about. But his projections this year, he's projected to go 10-9 with a 3.47. Why he's projected to have a save, I don't know. In 184 innings pitched and only give up 149 hits and 77 runs. 23 homers, only walk 41, and strike out 186. This is 80% reliable according to BRAF, but those are projections of what I would think. Um, um, those are projections of what I would think for an opening day starter. He was Cy Young Award 6 last year, and he was our All Star from the starting pitcher. Yeah, he was 429, but if you looked, 33 games, 208 innings pitched. He only gave up 148 hits. His whip was point .8. Okay, 0.89. One of the best seasons I've ever seen from a guy with a losing record. I could have seen him winning the Cy Young if that 9 and 12 record is 13 and 9, 8, 12 and 9, 14 and 8, or 14 and 7, something like that. I absolutely could have seen him winning that Cy Young. Now, we also have to remember that wins as they are. Yes, they are a pitching stat. But what we have to remember with that is that wins are not always the be all end all. We have to look at WHIP. We have to look at FIP, which actually, what was his FIP last year? His FIP last year, I believe, was actually really good. FIP. His FIP was actually lower than his ERA by 0.04. So when you have a FIP like that, that tells me that really good things are going to happen. That tells me that you know how. Struck out 9.5 per 9 last year. This is a man who absolutely earned being the opening day starter. Yeah, because Luis Castillo, um, that one? Yeah. Yeah, Luis Castillo, he was a really good player last year, but last year, compared also, Luis Castillo is 32. He's projected to go 10-9 this year. And last year he went 11 and 12, and he had a pretty bad FIP at 3.9 and a pretty bad ERA at 3.6. And he missed the final 3 games of the season, missed the final 3 starts of the season with an injury, which he's been relatively healthy. There have been some thoughts of trading Castillo over the course of the last off season, which if you can get a good return, an impact bat, I say do it. But if you can't, then no, probably not a good idea. I think keeping the rotation together is very important for the Mariners. And I definitely think that with Bryce Miller being out a couple weeks, I think mid-April is when he's expected to return. I think with that happening, we we have a really good chance this year at making the playoffs. But I am absolutely stoked for Logan Gilbert. All right, everybody, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and you can follow me on Patreon for $1 a month. And Mariners recap videos will be published 12 to 14 hours before they'll be published on YouTube on there. You'll also have some access to things that I write, as well as some blog posts. I might use it as a website, and you can book me on Cameo. You can follow me on Instagram, and well as Blue Sky at Sammy5436. Thank you for watching.